I know I've done several entries about being stuck in the present and what that means. And so this one, again, it's my best attempt to explain something that perhaps can't be understood unless it's experienced. But I'm still going to attempt to, like at least watching these videos that I make daily, since realizing I couldn't make visual memory. It's been the most positive, like therapeutic, random thing I was doing. It's journaling essentially, but using modern technology. So every day, I can look back years and see where I was at, see my expressions, and that's able to trigger memory of what I was going through, even though I don't remember even making this video. I won't remember doing this tomorrow morning when I wake up. I'll find it, I'll watch it. And that's been the reality of my life for the last decade. So it's hard to explain to people that I've been stuck in the present because my brain rewired and having some understanding on the neuroplasticity end that it wired in such a way that what was my ability to make new visual memory gone, severed, but because of the other neurological pathways that had developed around that prior that were connected to all the developmental organs, the sustainable stuff, what was required to live, brain automatically found a way to wire to that. So for whatever reason, it took away my ability to make new visual memory. So I'm not blind in the moment. My vision's not good. It's very much nearsighted, where distant stuff sucks, but I won't remember what I see no matter what. So memory tomorrow will be as if I was blind. And each day watching the journal entries gives me an actual visual memory of where I'm at. And so the story that's attached to it of recognizing what was happening, it's become my own investigative journalist um, lifestyle. It's been a forced approach because it's been an attack on my life by people misusing the system and attacking a medical condition so severe that a person wasn't supposed to be able to survive that. Never mind miraculously heal. And back to the neuroplasticity, just reference my brain wired with a savant like capacity because there was no ability to make new visual memory, but the access of long term visual memory prior to injury was available. So it was like I was looking at what I had been studying at Purdue with nutrition, and it was this, I don't know, mathematical epiphany of deductive reasoning on a timeline that my DNA in the application that couldn't be argued with. It was an absolutism of an epiphany as far as I was concerned. So the savant like mind at that time, in the instant awareness of what I'm talking about, it was common sense to me. It was so clear. And so I just began talking, and I wasn't supposed to be able to talk because the area of the brain damage responsible for speech, and I was gabbing away about food. So I will never remember accurately what's happened the last decade of my life. And it's just part of my impairment. It's the permanent end of my traumatic brain injury. The left side neglect and partial paralysis wasn't supposed to be at all. Like the factual end of recognizing that 100% physical recovery was expected. Expected. It wasn't something where, well, maybe it will be. It was no. It was guaranteed 100% physical recovery. What has to be is 2 years of nothing but therapy. He'll be 100% physically recovered, guaranteed, and then a neurological evaluation can be done, and it will be accurate about what his cognitive capacity is. All of that skipped by my parents because they could speak. Like a medical anomaly, the ability to speak instead of them doing anything with that on the positive end, they used it to attack, misuse the system. They used it to fool probate court while the patient of St. Joe's, and have since performed with unlawful rulings as if they were innocent while they were attacking. it's so volatile, the truth of my story, that I understand why people don't want to hear it. But because of its vastness and its grotesqueness, it's been a requirement of journal entries daily for years, and 90 hours or something I've got that I don't share. I'm learning from it, and it's going to continue. And I'm decided to start sharing it with the public since Hannah passed away, because no matter what avenue I've asked in the state of New Hampshire for help, when realizing in 2019 that my parents had lied to probate court while I was the patient of a hospital and they were awarded guardianship and conservator, and I began asking agencies involved, hey, look at what my parents did. They're trying to steal my house now. The agencies did nothing but protect them, and then protect each other, and show the whole web all the way to HUD housing of how people are protected when they attack patients of hospitals, and the design that my parents did in the state of New Hampshire. So every day it's a shock, an overwhelming shock. And the more I articulate it and talk to my neighbors about it, random people, even cute dogs. I mean, everybody's good company when looking to chat. So I chat it up, and then I'll listen to it tomorrow and I'll write. So bizarre as it may seem, this effective self-care approach in left side neglect from a head injury that bad, with it all entwined with the neuroscience end, then I'll chat for the rest of the night to myself or to the dog or to the neighbor's cat about the food end of it and how the science, because I love the academics. I'd rather be cooking and talking about how good it tastes. But the point is the application of how food is what I am. I am what I eat, literally, and then stuck in the present for a decade, I realize that I'm becoming what I think inevitably. So to just be forced to take both more seriously is why I've experienced this miraculous traumatic brain injury recovery, in my opinion. I'm not angry about it tonight. I've made other videos that show the anger when I have it, but I'm not understood, and I no longer care one bit that I'm not understood. I really don't. Every avenue of the claim to be helping has been attacking. So everyone claiming to be helping and listening, you know, just attacking. So it's simplified to, I'm going to finish healing. Like I first realized in 2017, my writing show, because before I realized I was even fucked up, 2017, there was a lot of journal actual writings, like handwritings, about the mayhem that was going on in my mind, but there was some pretty wild stuff in there when I look at it now. That was simple. So that simplicity of realizing then I was going to have to simply heal and answer questions when I was finished healing, because nobody was listening. I think that here we are 8 years later, and it's the exact same format. I'm just going to have to finish healing and answer questions because no one's really listening.